everybody, I'm Julie with Copper State Basset Hounds, and today we are going to show off our newborn puppies. We had a litter of 11 puppies, we had 4 boys, and we had 7 girls. 3 of the puppies were red and whites, while the rest were tricolored. One of the red and white puppies was a male, and the other 2 were female. So this is little Simba here. And there's his face. Is the lighting okay on this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. And this is a little side profile of him. He's got 2 little dots on his butt. Those are going to get bigger. They're going to kind of look like diamonds. His daddy has the same marking. So here's his little tail. And here's another side view of him. So he's got a little ring of white around his neck. That's actually going to get it's going to get a lot bigger, so it's going to come out more on his shoulders. Now his face over here, he's got a little bit of darkness on his face. That's supposed to lighten up. It's going to lighten up quite a bit. So, and his nose will darken up over the next week or so. So, we just clipped his nails. So, he's got some big paws on him. He's one of the biggest. He's 1 pound and 15.6 ounces. So he's almost 2 pounds. So I think he is going to be one of our better looking males. He's very handsome. And I'm going to say he's probably going to lighten up a little bit more around his end over here, but he's not going to get too much lighter, so he's going to stay a red and white puppy. So he's definitely lighter than his dad though. So let's see, he's pretty even around his snout, so that's going to look really good. And his this is actually going to get a little smaller. This is going to move up a little bit. So this isn't going to go quite as far as it is now. And his ears are starting to grow out. So he's a handsome little guy.
How old is he today?
Tomorrow night he'll be 2 weeks old. So.
And has he had his eyes open yet?
No, his eyes have not opened yet, actually. So he is walking around though. He's started to wobble. So he is already walking. So did you have any more questions about him?
No.
Or
you might mention we're going to play a couple of videos.
Oh yeah, like I sent out in the emails. We're gonna play a video or 2 in between showing the puppies, so that way we can clip their nails and weigh them. So, but that's it. I think we're pretty good. Let me kind of show him one more time, and I'm gonna do another side view. There's his little cute little butt. And then here is his backside. So he's mostly going to be red. So, but, okay. So that's Simba. say, let's go get those toys before they start eating each other.
Yeah.
You're a
Good boy, Slinky.
You're a good daddy, no? You're a good boy. Good boy.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
Do you got it all?
Yeah. That's just priceless. Oh. That's incredible. He's never done that with his mom.
No. I think they can tell the difference. They probably feel that daddy's more friendly and
Noble's not quite sure what to do.
and they probably, you know. There's a difference. Mom's the one they drink their milk with, and daddy they want to play with.
Yeah.
Good girl, Caddy. Good girl, Caddy. Yeah. My good girl. Are you my good mama? My good mama. My good mama. Good mama. Aww. Look at the way they're biting each other's noses and stuff.
Oh. Are you my daddy? Who's that? Is that?
That's be a good boy, no. It's Slinky.
Slinky? Oh. There's already some competition going on for daddy's attention.
Aww.
Jock, what are you doing? Why are you crawling like that?
Homer. That's Homer.
Hi everyone. So we're back, and this is Scar. I'm gonna give Tim a chance to get to the camera. Are you sure that looks good? Because it looks dark on the viewer that I'm seeing it through.
You hold them lower.
Well, it looks dark, so I hope it's not as dark.
Yeah, if we could close one or two of those curtains.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do that, I guess.
Oh wait, here. I know what to do. There.
Okay.
Boy, his nose is dark already.
Yeah, so his nose is completely dark. This puppy, this is Scar. He is one of the big ones. So he is one of the big puppies. He's definitely bigger than Simba. So his nose is completely filled in. He has also started opening his right eye. So his eye isn't open right now, but he has opened it in the last couple of days. He's a tricolored. He's got a lighter face. He's a little dark on the eyebrows. His hair up on the top is gonna stay dark. So his hair should not, or his fur should not lighten up here. Where he will lighten up is on his shoulder blade over here. His shoulder blade is gonna lighten up a lot, so this part will get brown. He is gonna lighten up on the back of his head over here slightly. But from what I'm seeing, the top of his head should stay dark. So don't hold me to that though, but just from experience. And also on this side, he's gonna, so here and this part of the shoulder, he's gonna lighten up. So the rest of his coat here should stay fairly dark. It'll probably lighten up a little bit. So he's a little antsy. So here's a side view of him. And he's a little light on his legs already. Here is a back view. He has really similar markings to his grandpa. So I think he's gonna look a little like his grandpa as far as markings. Here's another view. And let's see if he maybe starts to walk a little bit. He might. No, he's not interested. He's also already started walking. So, and I think he's got some pretty long ears on him now. So I'm expecting him to have one of the longest ears. So, but yeah, he's a beautiful guy. So he's one of my favorites for sure. He was the first one who opened his eyes, and he was the first one who opened his eyes and looked at me. So, but yeah, this is Scar, and he's gonna be a really beautiful guy. Like I said, he's gonna lighten up a little on his back, but he's gonna be very, very beautiful. So, Tim, do you have anything?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a 2-pounder.
2-pounder.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's it, I guess, on him?
I'll start clipping his nails
Okay,
if you want to get
the next one going.
Maybe,
All right, we'll be back. Is it off?
So, it's still.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, no, switch it to the video. Tell me when the sound is off. puppy here is a female, and her name is Saraphina. And she has opened her eye, or at least her right eye, and you'll be able to see it because her eye, maybe you'll be able to see it. Her eye's open right now.
Oh, her left eye is open.
I'm sorry, her left eye. So, she's a tricolored puppy, and she is 1 pound and 14 ounces. So she's also a pretty big girl. So, she's got these little markings on, on the side over here, similar to the last puppy, except hers are a little more prominent. Her head looks like it's probably gonna maybe stay a little dark. Her back is definitely gonna lighten up. So her back is not gonna stay this color. She'll lighten up on this side, and she's gonna lighten up on this side. So, and she's also got the little dot on the butt. She's kind of a little mad right now. So, she gets a little angry sometimes. So here's a side view of her. Here's a back view. And here's another side view here. And then I'll give you guys another headshot of her. She's got beautiful markings on her shoulder, too. I think that's so pretty. And it kind of goes into her arms. We have seen a few puppies look that way. So, but she's definitely, in my opinion, gonna be the pick of the litter. She's gonna be the wrinkliest puppy. So for anybody who's wanting females, she's definitely gonna be the pick of the litter. So, but all right, well, let's get started on the next one, because I think she's a little hungry right now, and Mama's about to join us in the video here because she probably wants to feed her. So that's Mama Bullseye, and she's probably gonna try to come up on the table here and join us. So, and she did. So we might get to see one of the puppies nurse. Let's see. Yes, and that's exactly what she's going for. So, oh, my beautiful Bullseye. You pretty girl. Well, that's it, and we'll go to the next, I'll get the next puppy ready, so. Okay, so we're back. This is Kiara. Kiara is a female. She's tricolored. She is a more medium size. I wouldn't say she's a small size. She is 1 pound and 8.8 ounces.
And both her eyes are open.
And both of her eyes are open. They actually just opened right now. So, yeah, both her eyes are open. She is going to be a tricolored puppy. I mean, her face, obviously you can see that her face is very light. She's also going to be, you know, one of the wrinklier puppies. She's got her mother, don't mind this, her mother just licked her. So, she's got, her head is very light. So she's going to have, I'm going to say more of like a lighter lemony, you know, as opposed to a brown, you know, on her body. It's going to be more lemonish. So she's going to be very light on her head. And then her back, she's going to also lighten up a lot on her back. So while she's very dark now, and even, I mean, I can even see it on her hind end. While she's very dark now, she's going to lighten up significantly to the point of where she's probably going to be mostly red, and she's going to have very little black on her. So I see where she's probably going to have, she's going to lighten up a lot coming this way and going back, and she might just have a little bit of tingent of black over here. And then of course, you know, where her white patches are. So she has really beautiful markings. I'm really excited to see what she's going to look like. So, and here's another view. She's got a little dot there. She's one that I probably wouldn't mind keeping. So, she has, I mean, she's just so pretty. So she, like I said, she's kind of one of the medium-sized ones, but that doesn't mean anything. I have seen the smallest puppy in litters wind up being the largest puppies. So, but yeah, Tim, do you have any other questions or suggestions or about her? So, her nose is almost completely darkened. She hasn't really started walking yet. So, she will though in the next couple of days. We're going to take some pictures of the puppies today, so we'll have that uploaded a little later. So, on to another puppy. so on to the next puppy. This is Sarabi. She is a female, and she is also tricolored. Actually, Sarabi looks like a puppy from the past. This puppy's name was Penelope, and she looks almost, I mean, I wouldn't say she looks identical, but she looks very close to her. I mean, she's got a lot of these markings that she had. And then she's got her face over here where this one side is longer, a little darker than the other side. And Penelope was a beautiful, beautiful puppy. So I think she's going to look a lot like her. So anyway, on to Sarabi. Sarabi is 1 pound and 11 ounces. So she is also more of a medium size, at least right now. That could change in the next couple of days or weeks. So she's definitely going to lighten up a lot on her face. Her face is going to be, this is all going to be light. It's going to be red. And the same for her head. I don't see her having really any black on her face at all. So she's going to have a red head. Red or, brown or lemon. And I'm going to say she's going to lighten up right here where this heart or dot is. She's going to lighten up and have either red or brown, on there. This over here should stay dark. And she's going to lighten up a little bit on this side. So, but other than that, she's mostly going to stay dark on her back side. It's her head that's really going to lighten up. I mean, she's going to look so pretty. So, here's a side view of her. And I'll give you guys a cute little butt view. And there's another side view. So, here's a back view. She's got all these crazy markings. So, she's really pretty. Really beautiful markings. So, that's Sarabi, the crybaby. we are here with Bullseye and Nala. Nala is a female. She was actually just crying a lot. So Mama decided to come up here and comfort her a little bit. So here's Nala. She's a girl. She is red and white. And while this is going to be a little difficult to do.
Oh, let me come help.
You want to come grab her? Yeah.
Oh, come here, baby.
She's just a little worried about her baby. So she's okay. You can come over here. Okay. So Nala is 1 pound and 11.4 ounces. And Mama's getting a little worried about her. So she's gonna come back up here again, and we're just gonna give them a minute.
Give my chance to...
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a minute to kind of, for her to console her a little bit. So that way, it's okay. It's okay. She's gonna nurse on her a little bit. So,
Can you get her on the other side of Bullseye?
no, well, I can. She's kind of. I'll let her eat a little bit, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good babies. Come here. There's some on this side too. So, okay. Yeah, she's.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
So, do you have it close or
Yeah.
far? Your
Yeah,
head's in the way.
That's the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you see her though? Can you
Yeah.
view her? You should probably get Mama outside.
Maybe. Let her nurse a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So, she's a red and white. She's got beautiful markings, and we only have 2 red and white females this litter. So, they're definitely gonna go really quickly because I believe both of them will be reserved pretty soon. So,
Well, there you go. Look at that.
cry baby. She has a very light face. I mean, her face from the front view is very light. So her face will definitely lighten up. And actually, some of these darker, where it's a little darker, where it's kind of like a darker brownish, it's going to lighten up. And she's going to be red and white. She's going to look actually a lot like her dad. So if you go into the sire's page and you look at Dabubba, she's gonna look a lot like her father. So and she's kind of nursing now. So let me just kind of show her a little bit, and then I'll let her nurse and we'll stop the video. So here's her face. So she's a very pretty girl. Her face is gonna lighten up more. Here's a side view of her. I know. And here is her backside. And here's a side view of her.
She's a hungry hippo.
Yeah, she's got a lot of white over here, so that's probably gonna stay that way, and she's gonna have a lot of white there. So She's a very, very, very pretty girl. So, and this is Nala. So I think that's it. Can I move out of the way? So we're back again. We are here with Mufasa. Mufasa is a male, and he is tricolored. As opposed to Scar, Mufasa's face is gonna lighten up significantly up here. I mean, I see, yeah, his face, he's really gonna lighten up a lot up here. So he's gonna have a light head. Here is, let's see, both of his eyes are open. His right eye, he hasn't completely opened it up all the way, but they are both open. Here's a side view of him. He was 1 pound and 11 ounces, so not far from some of the other guys. His coat on the backside is, I mean, this is not gonna change. His color on his coat is gonna stay the same. So I don't see that changing at all. The only thing that's gonna change is his head. His head's gonna lighten up. So the coat on the backside will still be, he'll still be pretty dark. So I'm gonna say, yeah, he's gonna be pretty dark. So here's another view of him. And here is, oh, and he's pooping on me. So Tim, you want to cut to a really quick commercial? Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, so he pooped on my hand, so I had to clean my hand, and that's why we had to switch. But he's nursing on Mama right now, so he started to cry a little bit. And you're just such an overprotective mama, aren't you? So this is Mommy. She's really pretty. Remember what she looks like, because the last puppy that I'm going to show you, her name is Pumba. She's going to look just like Mommy. So. Look at this sag here. Mommy's got a lot of wrinkliness and sag.
We tried getting her up on the table the other day.
Yeah, we tried getting her up on the table the other day and just to do some pictures and video, and she would just not get up. So now I know how to get her up here. So here you go, Mama. Here you go, Mama. Here you go, Mama. I'm gonna say that's good. We're good on him. I'm gonna show his face one more time. I'm sorry, Mama. Sorry, Mama. So here's his face. You can take a good look at him, or at least try, without Mommy getting in the way. And this is Mufasa. So, okay. I think we're good on him. also opened. And she is one of the smaller. Now, she's definitely one of the smaller puppies, if not the smallest in the litter. She is 1 pound and 7.2 ounces. So she's a little girl right now. She's probably going to catch up by the time they're ready to leave. But right now, she's still a dainty little girl. So she is... I don't see her head lightening up at all. If she does lighten up, her head will... she'll lighten up in the way back. So this part will maybe lighten up over here. Her head over here, that color looks like it's gonna stay pretty strong. So, she's gotta darken up a little bit on her nose there. She's got some beautiful markings too. She's gonna stay mostly this color. I mean, if she lightens up, she's gonna lighten up maybe a little bit on her legs is where she'll lighten up, but mostly her backside is gonna be, she's mostly gonna be the color that she is now. So, and then she's light over here, and on, the eye where there would be eyebrows. I guess that's what people call them, the eyebrow. She's gonna stay so that her head should stay that color, and she'll lighten up on the back there a little bit, but for the most part, she's gonna hold her color pretty nice. So this is Vitani, and she is a female. You can do one more, I guess, zoom in shot on her before we move to the next puppy. So she's a pretty, pretty girl. Okay. talk? Okay. So here we have Kovu. Kovu is one of the big boys. He is 1 pound and 14 ounces. So he is a pretty big boy. His eyes still haven't opened yet. So he is tricolored. He is our last boy. So we're not going to be... After this, I'm going to show 2 more girls and then we'll be done. So Kovu has the light brows, and he's gonna look. I'm gonna show another puppy, an older puppy. Well, he's not a puppy anymore. He's over a year old. I'm gonna show another Basset, which is what I believe most of the puppies will look like when they get older. This marking that he's got here, it kind of almost looks like a little devil type of thing. That is going to look like Bullseye's, you know, kind of like the marking that she's got on her head. So that's going to be pretty similar. Let's see, he's pretty dark all the way through. So I don't really see him lightening up either. So he's going to hold his color that he has also pretty nicely. Are you recording? Because I still see the thing in the middle there, and I don't...
Yeah, you're recording.
Oh, okay. Sorry guys. So, but yeah, so he's going to hold his color pretty nicely. So he's got some beautiful markings. He's kind of gripping my finger pretty strongly with his paw. He has, what I've noticed is that of all the puppies in the litter, he has the biggest paws. So, that...
Oh, look at those paws.
Yeah, he's got the
my gosh.
hugest paws in the litter. Now, that could mean that he may be the biggest, it may not be. It kind of just really, you know. But yeah, this is Kovu, and he is one of my favorites for sure. He's a really good looking guy. He's very sweet too. He's got one of the sweetest personalities in the litter. So you can do a little close up of him before we close out on him. So he's a very sweet boy. Oh, he's heavy. this is another tricolored female. Her name is Zira. And Zira's eyes are almost open. I mean, they're both halfway open, so she hasn't completely opened both of them.
I see, yeah.
So she's in the process of about to poop on me, so I'm going to make this really quick. Oh, she's going to sneeze too. Bless you. Okay, so her head is also going to lighten up. She's got a very light head, but I see her head lightening up completely. I don't see it staying that color. And then she's going to lighten up a lot on her side over here, too. She's going to have more of like a lemony, you know, like a light reddish color. And the same on this side. So she's going to lighten up on her sides. And she's going to lighten up on her butt. But she's going to hold a little bit of black on her back. So she'll be a tricolored. She was 1 pound and 14 ounces. So she is a pretty big girl. So, but she's also got that little marking up here, similar to her mother, with the white up there. So let me kind of, if you pull back, you can. So she's mostly black now, but she will definitely lighten up. So this is the last puppy, and she is a female. She is my favorite girl, and the reason why is because she looks exactly the way her mother did at her age. So, I mean, she looks just like her mother. Her name is Don Juan's baby girl, Pumba. I'll explain that name. It was a friend of the family that passed away, so we decided to dedicate her to him. So, so this is Pumba, and she's got this marking just like her mother, and this is exactly the way it looked on her mother when she was about her age. She's got a mostly white face with the red. And this part over here, it's going to stay over her eyes. So I don't see that, you know, like I don't see any white going beyond her eyes. And then, here's a side view of her. She's also going to lighten up too over the next few weeks. Her tail is a little dark, but her tail will lighten up. She's a wiggly girl. And so she's got the lightest face of all the puppies. So she is very, very special. So, what else can I say about her, Tim?
How much does she weigh?
Oh, she was 1 pound and 14.2 ounces, something like
Oh,
that.
so she's pretty big too.
Yeah, she's a big girl too. Yeah.
Are her eyes open yet?
No, her eyes have not opened. So she's still. So what we're gonna do now is this is gonna conclude the end of the video. You can zoom in on her. This is gonna conclude the end of the video. We're gonna get started on doing pictures, and we'll have some pictures uploaded on the website a little later. We'll probably do a picture of each. Otherwise, if you add us on Facebook, we will have quite a few pictures of each puppy on Facebook. It's just easier to upload more pictures on Facebook than it is on the website. So, okay. She is so sweet.